Thank you for joining me at Ryan Dome. Guys, it's been a while. I just want to quickly say I apologize. I recently got my wisdom teeth pulled. Here is a link to that video if you want to watch me. I say some really funny stuff and it's actually really hilarious. And yeah. Anyways, in this episode we're going to be going over how to create a pickup system for items, such as in the Slender game when you have to pick up the pages. And when you collect a certain amount of pages, you win and something happens. I'm going to be creating the code. There's also a link in the description for the code to my website. Code is going to be there, so you can download it and just use it yourself. But this is what it is. So you're going to have pages on trees, and you can see up at the top I have 0 papers, and when I get near it, it collects it, and I have 1 paper. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to do that. Like, here's another one right here. I get near it, collect it. So yeah, let's get started. So to begin here, we're going to need to create the objects that we want to collect. So I'm going to go to Game Object, Create Other Cube. And I'm going to bring this cube and I'm going to name it Paper. I'm kind of doing a reference from the popular game Slender. I'm going to bring it over to me so I can see it. And I'm just going to scale this down like so. So it kind of looks like a little piece of paper. Alright, that's good. So you guys can add textures to the whatever your thing is. Like if you wanted to make this look like pages from Slender, you could obviously create a paint document of papers of whatever it'll look like and apply it to this. I'm just going to leave them blank for time's sake. So that looks like a piece of paper, and sure, it's stuck on a tree. And I'm just going to go ahead right now and put in a couple of them all over the place so that we have a little bit of a reference. And I'll be back. Alright, so I've created a couple of pieces of paper, one here, one over there, and there's one back there. And I'm just going to create 3, but you can add as many as you wish. But now we're going to create the script that's going to tie this all together. So go to your scripts, create new JavaScript, and let's just go ahead and name this Object Collector. Collection. I'll do collection. Object Collection. Nah, we'll just do Object Counter, because that's what it is. Alright. Go ahead and open that up. Don't save. And I'll be back once I'm done. Alright guys, so it's just a very simple script here. Up here we have how much the player has collected so far, how much they need to go. Then it says when you enter the collision of a piece of paper, it'll pick it up, and then it will add to your score. So I'm going to exit out of this, go to our object counter. I'm going to go to our first person, and I'm dragging the object counter onto our character. So I only have 3 papers, so I'm going to change my papers to win to 3. You can change that number to whatever you want, 3, 10, 30, 48,000, whatever. It's always going to work. And, yeah, so, also on that script, it'll say, once all the papers are collected, it'll say all papers collected. Also in here, if you wanted to make it, you know, you could say application load, you know, so it loads a different, like the loading screen or the end game screen. You could do that too. And an example of that would be, which one did we do? Pause menu. But it's application.load and then the number that you want to load for your levels. Yeah. Alright, so we've added it to our first person, but now we have to do a couple things to our pieces of paper. So I'm going to select all 3 papers, and I'm going to tag them as paper. Now I've already added a tag, so what you guys are gonna have to do is add tag, and you're gonna have element. Here, we'll just delete this for now. You're going to have it look like this, and you're just going to type P-A-P-E-R, okay, and save. Now, click back on these and tag them all to make sure they are paper. We also have to select all 3 of these and do add component and do sphere collider or box collider, whatever you want. I prefer sphere. And I'm going to change the radius, make sure they're all still selected. Change the radius to be 2 is a good number, so we'll set it to 2. Alright, and that should be it. Let's go ahead and test and see if it works. So you can see up here at the top we have 0 papers, and when we get near them, oh, we're missing something. Hang on. Make sure they're selected and make sure is trigger is clicked. Otherwise, it's just a solid sphere that you can't enter. Alright, and now, when we get near them, you'll see a paper was picked up, total papers is 0, or total papers is 1, so now we have 1. Now we have 2 total papers, and 3. And it says all papers collected, and we've technically won. And you can put this anywhere in your scene, and it will work. I mean, I do know that I have all this up here that I could have used it with, but just for the sake of a tutorial, I just wanted to get it out there for you guys because this was a very popular request, and I hope you enjoyed. Alrighty guys, that's all the time I have for today. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.